Hey everybody, my name is Candace Johnson, and for those of you who don't recognize my name, I'm one of the moderators in the group, and you've probably seen my comments, you've probably seen posts that I've put on, but here's a face to the person. It's been recently brought to our attention, and when I say our attention, I mean Jen, Dr. Barbara, and me and Tess that are moderators for the group, that there are some students, or maybe a lot of students, who feel that Dynamite is mentioned a lot, that it's promoted a lot, and some have expressed that they're a little apprehensive of that, or feel that the Dynamite products specifically are being pushed, or that we are recommending them a lot more for various reasons. Going through the course, I promise you I probably had the same thought. And I did have the same thought because I spent years, absolutely years, going through all kinds of different feed programs, different feed products, quite honestly, everything I could get my hands on. And while I had some successes that I felt were good at the time, I have not had the consistent improvement on the horses across the board that I have seen with Dynamite. And I'm not saying that because I am, a graduate of the course. I'm not saying that because I decided to become a Dynamite distributor. And I'm not saying that because I've been, what's the best way to put this? I'm not saying it because I'm trying to promote myself or because I'm trying to promote the use of Dynamite solely because it benefits me, like financially. And this is the same way that Dr. Barbara feels, it's the same way that Tessa feels, same way that Jen feels. It's because the products really do their job and they do them consistently, they do them effectively. And in the course, yes, Dynamite is recommended frequently for good reasons. Not just because it is a product that we're all affiliated with. It's because they're products that actually do their job. They do them effectively, and they do the horses justice. And not only that, but they are products that are truly clean, and it's a company that genuinely does care about the quality of the product that they put out, and the effect that it will have on the animal, not just about selling product. So that being said, a lot of people that I have spoken to personally, whether they're clients, whether they are boarders, whether they are other students, one of the things that I get consistently is, okay, well, why is it that Dynamite is recommended? Why do you recommend it over, say, something else? Say California Trace. Because there's chelates, some chelates in California Trace, and there are chelates in Dynamite. What makes it better? It's the form, the molecular structure of the mineral. That is what we're looking at. It's not the brand name. It's not necessarily the ingredients that are used as a base, although that is important too. It is, I'm sorry. It's the molecular structure of the minerals. The chelation process, essentially what that means is it is the raw mineral itself is bound to a protein. That is the difference. It's not bound to sulfur. It's not bound to oxygen, as in an oxide or sulfates. It is bound to a protein. That is important. And if you go through the course, or as you go through the course, you will learn this. It's important to be bound to a protein because it makes it more bioavailable. So again, what we mean by bioavailable is it creates a form of the mineral that is as close to what would be found in actual food sources. And it makes it much easier for the body to then break down that mineral and then utilize it and absorb it in the body. It makes it significantly more efficient, and it makes it significantly easier for the body to actually utilize that mineral form. That is the difference between organics and inorganics. Okay, and that is what we're looking at. So inorganic minerals, excuse me, we're not talking about the difference between how something was grown. We're talking about the molecular structure, the chemical structure of the mineral. That's the difference. Inorganics are very difficult for the body to break down because they come in a form that oftentimes the cells cannot utilize readily, and they have to be, the body has to go through such a long process of breaking down and combining those minerals with enzymes in order to use them, that the majority of that mineral is then wasted and excreted. And it never gets the opportunity to benefit the body at all. When it's bound to a protein, the body can break down the protein and then that mineral is then available. It's also significantly less reactive to other forms of minerals, and so you don't have certain minerals breaking down, or certain vitamins breaking down certain minerals long before the body can actually use them. So you have like oxidation or chemical reactions that occur within the supplement long before it's ever actually ingested by the horse. So again, this is why Dynamite is so effective, is because the minerals come in a form the body can actually use and can use in the most efficient way possible. So when I say, or when Jen says, or Dr. Barbara or whatever, anytime that you see that Dynamite is recommended, that's the reason. The other thing is that, quite honestly, and it's extremely unfortunate, but there really are no other products that we know of that are using these forms of minerals that are even remotely effective, and that take the time to formulate their products in such a way that they actually are benefiting the horses, as opposed to using a bunch of filler that they do not need and they cannot use. So, also, of course, Dynamite has a lot of significantly ethical ways that they produce their products. And so again, that's another reason why we want to, or why we tend to recommend them over others. There are other products out there that could be used, that could be effective, but honestly, none that I have ever personally tried that have been effective, and that have produced the results that Dynamite has. So there you go. I have currently 6 horses on all the Dynamite products, or not all the Dynamite products, but they're on Dynamite products. 4 out of the 6 are over the age of 20. The other 2 are 3 and 8. Every single horse is doing phenomenally. We have horses that have PPID. I have a horse, or a boarder, that had EPM who is thriving. So if you're ever interested in talking about Dynamite, cool. If you're not interested, that's fine too. But the idea is that the course is not about promoting Dynamite. It just happens to be that Dynamite is the best option that there is out there. And that is why Dr. Barbara and Jen stand behind it. That's why I've chosen to become a distributor, and that's why I stand behind it. So yeah, well worth trying, but you don't have to in order to take the course. That's not the point.